Hey, how are y'all today? Welcome to another episode of The Mess. You know who I am, the odd geek of diversity, one of your keys to the diverse. And we are here. You know who we is, me and my lovely co-host.
Help me put my sweater on.
Look, it look cold in here too. I feel
It's
you.
cold for summer. I mean, it's summer here, and it's like freezing.
Got to keep
Uh,
the house cool down, but
I
child.
know, I know. I'm glad, because I don't like the heat. I'm a cold girl, a cold air girl, impatient. But I'm it's cold, so
It is cold in my house. So let this
yeah.
this man keep it like it's Antarctica up in here. So
See, that's cool.
what is that? Um, so how's your week been?
It's been good. It's been good.
Good, good, good,
Um,
good.
I actually just got something in my email.
Oh, what was you good? What's
I
up,
got
Beyond Comics and Anime?
hey, I did an interview for an upcoming movie yesterday,
Oh,
and they sent me the video for it. It's the raw video.
oh,
So, if we want to see it in a little while, I can like cue it up if you want. I'll
yeah,
see if
cue
y'all
that
want
up.
to see it.
I mean, we can cue that. That can be our closing.
Yeah,
'Cause, we
you
got a
know what
little.
interview I'm talking about, right?
I do. Miss the. Is it gonna be both or just that one part?
It was just the one question.
So, Mr. Marlon
Mhm.
Wayans.
Yeah, Marlon Wayans, Jennifer Hudson.
That is
So,
amazing. I love that
mhm,
experience for you, especially with you telling me how you the question that you answer and that
mhm.
the what you got from him, what he said and how he answered the question. I think that was amazing. Like I always tell you, and what I've learned from you is that you get people to answer questions and they have emotion and they have meaning behind it, they have purpose behind it. They also, yeah, it's almost like they tell a story with their answer. So, kudos to you once
Well,
again.
thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
It doesn't always work out. Sometimes I'll ask the question and people look at me like, "What are you talking about?" Um, but when it does work, I get an answer like I got from Marlon Wayans this time, and it was like he went like deep, and it was just really touching. What he shared. So and then Jennifer Hudson, hers was touching too. I didn't know she was such a fan. It's for the movie Respect, everybody. Aretha Franklin biopic. So this biopic is everything. We're gonna have to cover it when it comes out
Yes,
because
definitely.
this woman, like, we know her as this outspoken queen of soul.
Hmm.
Don't nobody mess with Aretha. She does what she wants to. Nobody tells her what to do. She's that type of person that we remember. But mm-mm. her life, like half her life, she was like dominated by the men in her life. They spoke for her. Like she didn't speak for herself at all.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a lot. So anyway, but I want to show y'all that later on. I'm gonna try to cue it up.
definitely. It's I had 2 days off, so I got to catch up on some TV and some movies. So I actually got to watch oh god, I started a new anime that I should not have started. Everybody keeps raving about Demon Slayer, so I started Demon Slayer. I'm like halfway through the season. I actually binge watched half the season on Tuesday when I was off. I'm on episode
Mhm.
15, 16, I think. It's really, really good. Everybody's like, you gotta hurry up so you can watch the movie. Also, I got a chance to watch Gunpowder Milkshake. Now that was good and very interesting. Can't wait to fully talk about that one day. And then I also watched The Quiet Place 2. Um, that had me upset at the end because of that cliffhanger, and I am a little upset because I want three now. Um, but two was good
Mhm.
for a
It was
horror
good.
sequel. For a horror sequel, and development of the cast and everything. It was good. Like literally, everybody had development. The kids had development. The mom had development. The other
The
person
baby,
that the child, the baby just was a baby.
the baby, though, no, because don't you think that dude was that baby daddy?
No.
They had an affair.
Wait, what? Did
You
I
didn't catch
miss
that
that?
subtext?
You talking about when
Between
they first got down there and she was like,
no. Before. You didn't catch that subplot going on about him and her.
"Child, this is a mess."
That's what I was thinking all along. Maybe it was just me, but I was thinking all along. Okay, is that his baby?
Oh my God, what's up? Is that? I think that's QP Malik. QP Malik. Thanks for coming out.
Hey,
Q said, "Watch Summer of Soul. It was really good."
boy, that's
And
what I told you. Listen, you know what?
no, he watched it. No, he seriously watched it. He told
Oh,
us just
watch Summer. I thought he was
yeah.
telling
He
us to
said
watch
he
it. I'm
no. He
like,
said he watched it. No, he said he watched it. He was telling me yesterday that he
it
actually.
is.
It is
Yeah.
good. It's good. Who did Maryland?
You need to stop doing the voice to text. It's just not working out.
Do you watch The Rise of the Shield Hero? Wait, because I feel like
What is that?
I feel like that is a hidden joke for Black Widow.
Oh yeah. Is that? Are you throwing Black Widow shade? Is that Black Widow shade? If it is, I love it. I love it if it's Black Widow
I
shade.
am screaming. Please, did you The Rise of the
Oh, it's
No,
an anime.
it's the anime. Okay. Okay,
No, that's our new title for Black Hero. Black Widow. That's our new title
check
for
it
Black
out. The
Widow.
Rise of the Shield Hero. I will put that on my list, Malik, and I will check that out. I have a long list, but I've been jumping around, so I definitely will give it a watch. So thanks for the recommendation. I would definitely. Huh?
That's still what I'm calling Black Widow.
It is the Black Widow. The Rise of the. Okay, wait a minute. Since we on the subject of it, let's talk about it. Because I watched it and I'm gonna go ahead and rate it off game.
I mean, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good old nice crispy deep fried 7 out of 10. Because there are some good beats, there are some good parts. What gives for me that makes me upset is the whole Taskmaster. I like that, but then again, I'm just like, Taskmaster could have been a reoccurring villain for Florence character, or a reoccurring villain just for anybody that dealt with the Widows. You could have had you could have did a spinoff show and did the Widows, and Taskmaster could have been the main villain for the first season, coming back for revenge. Or I've seen people say that Taskmaster is very smart. He has comebacks. He has, he's very he's not what he's been portrayed. So knowing that now, I just feel like they could have done that. Like I tweeted, you didn't have to reveal it. You could have just kept it. You could have, kept it. You could have even let them just take Taskmaster off. I would like to see Taskmaster come back and learn how to talk, learn about everything, and just come back and be hardcore villain. Like, straight up, it was Taskmaster problem, not the Taskmaster. I give it a mid 10, a mid out of 10. Florence was dope, but that's it. 2 out of 5. Bad. Yes, that's what I thought at the baseball game. He's talking
about Quiet Place 2.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Okay, we're gonna have to. pausing it because now I'm gonna have to go watch it over just to make sure I guess I was so intrigued on what was about to happen, like when, because I remember from the trailer how they was running and everything, but
I love how they incorporated the deaf girl, like the deaf.
yes,
like
yes,
can we like normalize now having showing that that people with disabilities have their disabilities are no longer disabilities when
mm-hmm.
an apocalypse comes,
Mm-hmm.
because now these become assets.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Anyways,
she did really, like, to be honest, she was MVP of the movie.
Yeah, she was. I love her.
I was so sure. I'm trying not to spoil, but I mean, it's been out because it's on Paramount Plus. It's been out, but I was so shook and scared for her when she went by herself and then was on the train, and I was just like, oh my god, please, 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 protect. But no, Quiet Place was good. Now, Quiet Place gets a good old 9 out of 10. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mama did what she needed to do. The only thing I was annoyed by was the son, which I get it. I felt bad because it was like, you get into the movie and they get into this spot and then something happens to her, and I'm just like, dang, like,
he's like, you would have set your little butt down.
like you trying to do too much, and it was like, sit your ass down right now.
Yeah, the mama and me came out. If you don't sit your little butt down somewhere, what?
Watch Hannah on Amazon Prime is better.
It's Amazon keeps on sending me Hannah stuff. They really want me to watch it. Yeah, I just I think I when it got to the place across the water where it was like Utopia, they was playing outside, like the looks on the girl in the dude's face when they were like, they saw these people and they wanted to tell them to shut up and stuff, but then they're like, okay, this is what the world is now. We could talk. Oh my god, that whole realization was like, to me, that was my favorite part. Just seeing them realizing that the world can go back.
Yeah.
Until them little suckers found out they can ride a boat.
They can't swim, but they can ride a boat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see how they do part 3, especially with part 3 already in the green lit and has been announced. I'm curious to see how they will conclude this whole series. I think this is another franchise that I can say has done what The Conjuring did for me, with how The Conjuring did. Even though I know The Quiet Place can't go as far as that, but I feel like I hope part 3 does end and conclude everything well. I would love to see another point of view, not from that city, but a point of view from somewhere else. Another family dealing with it. Maybe a family in the city.
Are you talking about a series? They should do a Quiet Place series.
Now, I would love a Quiet Place series. Now, if you do a Quiet Place series, you can do part 3, end it off with the family, boom. If you want to do a series where it's based in the city, and then we see how the city deals with it, because the city is loud. How can you make the city sound like New York or somewhere like a big city? How can you silence that?
If they figure out a way to cut off Manhattan Island.
Ooh, child.
From all of them, like they get them all out of Manhattan, like the whole because it is an island,
right?
Get it off Manhattan and then like seal it off. Can the city come back?
I would love to see a Quiet Place series. No shade.
I think it'd be good.
Malik, we're going to get into the finale. That's going to be like our main meat and potatoes. Right now, we just chit chat between what we've seen this week, but we've got some thoughts about that. Cause honey, Lord,
I'm just gonna let you just have that part. Well, before we get there, I want to talk about I saw Space Jam.
Yes, how was it?
So everybody else don't have to. Okay, so no. I'm telling you the truth now. Okay, I want to say, and I told this to somebody today. If you don't have kids, like little kids, you can take with you, like that you can just like, or like little nephews, nieces, you can borrow, just snatch up and take along with you. You might not enjoy it as much, especially if you thought the last one was pretty bad. You're not gonna like this one. You're not. If you are a critic looking for like a movie that's like enriching and I think in my review that I'm writing up, I wrote it's not going to be cinematically satisfying. You're not going to find that. But if you thought the first one was really good and what it did, if you have kids of any age, because even I saw teenagers laughing last night, take them. You're going to enjoy it. Now, I will tell you that this one, they brought it back, I think, to the Black community more. There was a lot of there's some nuances of our culture that was kind of in there that should have been in there the first time, but they had, I mean, they had Michael Jordan being the blackest thing in there, and then just everybody else just kind of, you can tell it was handled by, other people. But this time you got LeBron James as the big, star, and his family, they're not really his family, of course, but you have them coming and my kids are fighting. Sorry, y'all. But you have them, and you have basically the same setup. You have something that gets him taken into the digital world, but instead of it being the same villain as it was last time, this time we've got Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle steals this movie. Don Cheadle as a villain steals this movie. He's like the best villain. This man was like just so cynical and sarcastic, and he just played with this character, which is an algorithm. And basically the algorithm is what all these companies are using to get their ideas. The algorithm feels like he's not getting enough attention.
Oh wow!
So he makes up this. He makes up something so he can get LeBron James, the king, King James, and he thinks that if he gets LeBron on his side, he can like finally get the attention that he needs, and he can be the star, and people will know that he's the one behind all these great ideas. But it goes wrong, and he ends up getting another idea to play LeBron against his son in a game of basketball, and so they square off. You've got all of the Toon characters there, and this time you also have all of Warner Brothers, like all of their family movies. Every character, all their family movies there. So you got like Kong. There's a moment where they insult Kong, and he sits there he does like one of these, every time you're looking up in the stands, there's like somebody else. Like I look in the stands, like 1 second, I see the Jetsons, and then another second, there's the Flintstones, and then there's like an Oompa Loompa standing there. There's
That's
like
dope.
people, like different, like all their different movies, characters, just all around and in there. And then just random people that they just drag in. But it's the same pretty much setup. You got a basketball game. You got, Don, the evil character, steals some of the top NBA players, but they get the WNBA this time.
Oh,
yeah, they get the women in. So yeah, and then it's a father-son story that is really, really cute, and it's like, basically the father wants his son to play basketball, and the son is like a gamer, he wants to, and so it's like you've got the father son, you've got this digital versus the real basketball, and then you've got following your father's footsteps or living your own dreams, that type of thing going on. So it's not deep. So somebody in the comments said they enjoyed the first one. Okay, so this one is better than the first one, I thought. It is better than the first one, but I say that not to say that it's.
I'm just trying to die. It's like
I know. I say it's better than the first one, but I will also say again, if you did not like that type of movie, you're not going to like this. This is like family oriented, people who like to see that intersection of anime and reality, because the acting is like, no. LeBron acts just as well as Michael Jordan does, if that tells y'all anything.
Oh my god!
But his wife is Samira from Discovery, Star Trek Discovery. So I'm like, she brings some great acting in. You've got Don Cheadle, who brings some great acting in. You've got what's her name? Comedian Sarah Silver something. Her, the comedian, she's in there. She brings a good dynamic in. So you do have a few like good comedians that are helping him carry the movie, but he's still the center, and he does a good job. He does a good job, but it's just not.
Not you said, nah.
Yeah. I give it a solid 3 because it a 3 out of 5 because it hits the audience, it targets its audience and it hits it well.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's still a lot of stuff where it's like, okay, yeah, this is still just not the greatest when it comes to, it ain't winning no awards. It ain't winning no awards. It ain't doing nothing but
it's gonna get a Nickelodeon award. Now stop. Now it'll get a Nickelodeon award.
Yeah,
It'll get a
LeBron
Teen Choice Award. It'll get come on.
Because LeBron is in it. Oh well, and I'd like to see Don Cheadle get something for being a villain because he stole all the scenes when he was a villain. Like he would like have just like a straight up tantrum.
I'm excited that he gets his own series with the Armor Wars, and we get to see more War Machine, because that was another character that I felt like, in the MCU, it was just like he was there, but he was not there, And then you used him. I'm sorry, and I hated that when they used him in Civil War as the sacrifice or the casualty, and I hated that because it was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was dramatic seeing it in theaters, and it happened because it went down, and I was like, oh, y'all are wrong, like seriously. But I felt like once again, like with Wanda and Vision and Loki, and now when he comes and get his show, I feel like we'll be able to see more development, more, emotion, more everything from that character, because I feel like that character has made his mark in the comics. So why hasn't he made his mark in the, the films now? So, But
to answer a question in the comics, they didn't have, the music was pretty good, but it didn't have, the music wasn't like the first Space Jam. Now, the first Space Jam, there's like 3 or 4 songs on that soundtrack. Like 3 or 4 songs on that. Probably the whole soundtrack. Folks were like, that was like hits after hits after hits, like all summer long.
That year. To the space. Oh, shoot.
And then you had, I remember you had so many great songs come out of there, even some ballads. So I don't think they're gonna have anything like that this time around, unfortunately.
Do you think it's potentially because they waited too late to do a sequel, and this should have been like the 3rd movie?
Yo, I don't think they put as much heart into it. As much. I think they put more.
Especially what came out today about removing they removed the director and then put a new director in, and then he had a day to watch the original movie, and then watch the original cut, and then meet the cast 4 days before he actually got on set. Yeah, that came out today. So that's a lot for one person who has to be put in a spot to, I guess, do whatever with the movie. So,
that's a lot.
Complications with WB once again, but so yeah, you said what, 3 out of 5? I do still want to
those little disjointed.
The Jam. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I told you that whole soundtrack.
The Jam is my.
That whole soundtrack.
That is on playlist currently. When
I
used
to sing Monica's "For You I Will" like all the time. I can't hit them high notes no more, but I can still sing it.
Jam. Who gonna dance with me? Now that is okay. I'm sorry. When I really fully get back into doing drag shows and pageants and stuff like that, when I say I am definitely being Lola Bunny and doing that song. Like it's a must that I do that because like that, like I love that song. Like, oh god, I love that song. That song is like top tier. Like one of my favorite classic songs. Like
There's a lot, like I said, a lot of song, a lot of good song, a lot of good music came out of the first Space Jam. I don't think it's gonna happen this time.
I'll listen to that when we
I just it's just
finish.
not.
Gotta add that to the freak list. Dun, 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 dun.
But now that you say that about the directors, it was disjointed.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like it felt like it was gonna the plot was gonna go one way and then it just kind of swerved, you know. Oh,
Right.
they had that Busta Rhymes song "Hit 'Em High" in there too.
Hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high.
I did not know. I did not remember that.
Oh, don't
D'Angelo, I found my
start.
smile again. Okay, listen, they had like all the songs in this soundtrack. Let me just go through. Fly Like an Eagle, Seal,
Mm-hmm.
Space Jam, Quad City DJs, Hit 'Em High, Busta Rhymes, For You I Will, Monica. Like I said, all of the summer long, I've sing that song. Giving You All I've Got from Robin. I Turn to You, All for One. That's the Way I Like It. Biz Markie, yeah, and the Spin Doctors. That was a good one too. The Winner, Coolio. I Believe I Can Fly by the Felon.
Pause. I gotta check on my dog. Wait a minute.
So I'm gonna keep getting these. Okay, so and then I found My Smile Again by D'Angelo. That was a good one too. Upside Down, Salt and Pepper, Basketball Jones, Chris Rock. Y'all remember that one? That was a good one too. Basketball Jones. All My Days by Jay-Z and Buggin' by Bugs Bunny. This was a good soundtrack, but I don't think. Okay, let me see the soundtrack now of the New Legacy. Let me go through these songs. I don't think that the songs are the same, y'all. I don't think it's got the same soundtrack that's gonna hit like it did before. First of all, they ain't got the songs listed. What are y'all doing? They ain't got the sounds listed. The songs. Okay, here we go. We Win, Space Jam New Legacy, Control the World, Hoops by Saweetie, Pump Up. Oh, they did redo Pump Up the Jam. I remember hearing that. Let's see. See Me Fly by Chance the Rapper and John Legend. Control the World, Hoops, Pump Up the Jam remix. Just for Me. With SZA in there.
Just for me.
Crowd Goes Crazy by John Legend. Mercy by the Jonas Brothers. Game Time about the. Okay, but see, okay, the thing is,
Space Jam, I just got an idea.
Space Jam before though the soundtrack, those songs were hits before the movie came out.
Hit for hit, hit for hit,
hit for hit,
hit for hit. We should do it. Hit for hit.
Oh
Put both the albums and go hit for hit.
I don't know.
How many? Wait, do they have the same amount of songs?
There's 16 on this one. Let me see what
that's the chart one.
Yeah. And then I don't know if we can do hit for hit because I don't think it'll hold up. And they have 14 on the other one.
Not just for fun, just for shits and giggles. That's it. Not nothing.
I know. I'm just a little scared because I don't think it'll hold up.
Oh, definitely. Because once Pump Up the Jam hit, it's over. Cleared.
And then, okay, so they have 14 on the original and 16 on this one. So, you know.
So,
I don't know.
I'll send the idea to the group and, yeah.
That may be good for the main show because we're going to need some help with that one.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I say, we'll I think that everybody should listen to the current album, eliminate 4 songs that we don't think should go head to head with the original, and then we go forward. That'll be cute. I love it. Definitely. But I'm excited to see it only because I'm a Looney Tunes fans. Porky Pig and Daffy Duck are 2 of my favorites. I love Porky Pig. Like I said last night, I think Porky Pig's hooves are heels, so that resonates with me. So I love when he tip, and he squeals and he goes like that. When I say I'm waiting on the next season of the Looney Tunes show that's on HBO Max that they redid. Like, cause I watched the first season twice back to back just because that's how funny it was to me personally. Like, I love Looney Tunes. Always have, always will. So I'm here for the tunes.
Porky
Ron,
Pig did have a rap battle. There was a rap battle with Porky
I
Pig.
saw that clip and I'm not impressed.
It
I
was
feel like
cute though.
it's cute, but I wish you could have got one of my. You could have got. I think you could have got a rapper to ghostwrite for Porky Pig.
You could have.
That's the only. I think that when I'm listening to it, okay, yes, I can get. I can see the. I can see. No, I can see the target audience. You know, it's Porky. You know, he rapping. He dropping bars. You know, but to us, my generation, it's like you could have chose one of our faves to ghostwrite. You know, you could have gave that. Then that person could have been on your album. No shade. You know, relevancy. And the word
relevant. Yeah, relevant.
Relevance. Not playing. Nah, you know, yeah, I love Doug Dodgers. I love Daffy. Daffy has always been but Porky Pig is like my number one favorite tune.
Yeah. Daffy
like,
showed out. Daffy showed out. Like there was like one surprise reveal, and Daffy basically did the equivalent of get the fuck out of here type of thing. Good with him. And I'm like, are you serious right now? Daffy was not having it. Daffy was not having it.
I wish I can get a Real Housewives of Looney Tunes.
You know what? That would be a good one.
I want confessionals. I want drama. I want house parties. I want them to go out to eat. I want them to go on tune trips. Like, I want it all. Eminem should have written for Porky Pig.
No, he too old.
I mean, it could have worked, but nah. It's just like, if you're gonna give that aesthetic, give the aesthetic. But you know. But I'm excited to see it. Yeah. You know, it comes out. Is it gonna be on HBO Max tomorrow, or do I have to wait? Mm-hmm. Oh, so it will be on HBO Max. So yeah, I watch it. I watch it this week.
If you got little kids, take them out to the theater because it's. I mean, well, if y'all can be safe, you take them out to the theater.
I'm only going to the theater that I saw Zola at. That's my new home. Because a lot of movies that I possibly will be seeing later this year will probably be there, and they probably won't go to big theaters because the theater that I went to that's in my city, that's downtown, it is a theater that promotes indie films and shows a lot of films in film festivals. So, and I think I am going to get a membership there because you get a membership and you get to see the movies at a discounted price. So, and yeah, I think I'm going to do it because it's very cute and cozy. I might do because I'm trying to work on my editing skills with my camera because I did do some footage at that panel that I told you about, and I'm still trying to edit the video correctly how I want to present it to because I got a lot of footage. But I think I am going to do like a live on site the next time I do go and show people because it's very cute and cozy. It's like not like this room, but it's a little bit bigger. It's like two rooms put together, but it's very small and intimate. And I like and for that, yeah, like for me going back to the theaters and seeing Zola, that was enough for me. Like I didn't have to be in a big IMAX theater, and I'm an IMAX whore. Like I've seen everything in IMAX for the last maybe 5 years. I have not seen anything else not in IMAX. So
this would be good IMAX, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see if the Green Knight is in IMAX, I might take a chance. But if not, I'm going back straight to the theater that I just went to. I have to watch that in theaters because the Green Knight is like giving me, and I hate that they have released so many not so many trailers, but I hate how they did it to entice us. Oh my God, like I'm so excited to know what's gonna happen. Like, and I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna have a good length to it, but I think it's gonna have a great storyline to it. Me and Avi have been talking about that for weeks. Movies I'm waiting to see are Army of the Thieves and Halloween Kills. Yes, I will be seeing Halloween Kills in theaters. Like, it's not even a question. I will be seeing that. That trailer still has me shook because she was like, "No, burn it down, let it burn, let the house burn." But then I will say, about our last conversation. I can't wait till we talk about it more in the future. But themes, like I've been looking at themes. I've been looking at everything with a different lens now. Even my reality shows, the challenge that I'm still watching, there's a theme in that.
There is.
It's a character development thing with people, but there's
Mm-hmm.
themes in that. With my Real Housewives of Potomac and my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, there's a theme in that as well for like character development. When it comes down to these shows and these movies and stuff, there are themes. Like I was looking at Fear Street. I watched the first one again. There's a theme in that, you know. So once again, kudos to you and appreciate you for teaching us. Like, because you know, themes are important, especially for people who are creatives, who want to create. If you have a theme in it, be able to research so that you can explore that theme. That's something that I've been trying to get better with is, you know, researching what theme do I want to give off in my supernatural witch line story? You know, what theme do I want to give off in my slasher? You know, so I think themes are very important. There are lessons in themes. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a trailer I want to play.
Nice.
Later. It's by a director who I've talked about this before. Girl on the Third Floor. Horror
Yes, you
movie.
did tell me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got another movie coming out called Jacob's Wife, and it's a zombie. It's like I called it when I posted the trailer. I called it, you know that Netflix series Santa Clarita Diet with Drew Barrymore in it. It's like Santa Clarita Diet, but on some really, really, really good weed. Because it's like really, really wild. Because you got this like suburban, you know, you still got the suburban, you know, upper class people that come into contact with this monstrous ability change thing in the wife, and they don't know what to do with it, but they're still trying to keep up appearances for the community while she eating folks. But it goes where Netflix was not going to go. Travis Stevens takes it, and I'm waiting to see what the theme was in this, because Girl on the Third Floor, I told you the theme in that one was, you know, about sexual assault and trauma, and how, you know, it like when you have trauma that powerful, it like soaks into the house, like the house became a victim and felt the trauma and tried to avenge it.
Oh yes, I remember us talking about this. Yes. I said I wanted to watch
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah,
I'm like waiting to see what he did with this zombie thing. You know what the theme is with Jacob's Wife. What is going on? What's the underlying thing with this marriage and these people? So we can we can watch the trailer for that. But he's one that I would like to get on the show, because he puts these themes in his movies so well. He wraps them in so well, and you have to watch them closely to get the pieces.
That's why I've been watching a lot of stuff twice and 3 times now, just where I'm headed, you know, because sometimes you don't catch stuff on the first time. Like what was I watching? Oh, I was watching Gossip Girl. Cannot wait to watch the episode 2 tonight. I was watching Gossip Girl, and then I rewatched it, and then I caught something that I missed the first time, and then it made sense for the ending, and I was like, oh, this show is going to be full of drama. Have you seen the first episode?
Yeah, I watched part of it with my son.
Oh my god! Like I was so stressed out. 30 minutes. It's a lot. Like a lot. That's why I'm kind of like I feel like this is gonna be like, I was telling my friend, I said, girl, this is gonna be some drama like How to Get Away with Murder that we ain't had in a minute. Like, I'm sorry, How to Get Away with Murder was a drama-filled, plot twisting show that I missed. Like, I still cannot believe they ended that show. I can understand, but golly, like, sheesh, that thing. That's what really signified me wanting to really truly be a writer, is that show. Like, I will always be thankful for that show, because when they did that whole reverse timeline, I said, okay, y'all got me. You got me. What did Mr. Daniel say? He said, did you see that Deadpool is officially in the MCU because of the Guy trailer? So I love Deadpool.
I do too. Yeah, Deadpool's my
I
guy.
really freaking love Deadpool. I feel like Ryan Reynolds has really embodied the character. He's done what Deadpool
Mhm.
is in the comics. He's truly being Deadpool. So the fact that they did that, and if that is him officially saying that he's in the MCU, kudos to Ryan Reynolds and Marvel Studios for that, because I think that's what
Mhm.
we all been wanting. I think we've been
Everybody.
all ready for him to just pop in little places like, and if the rumor is still true that he might be the new cameo person, I'm here for it. I know.
Mm.
I think that was either last year, middle of the last year, or after, but I saw that he might be doing cameos now, like how Stan Lee used to do cameos. So I
Yeah, I
think
can
that
see
would
that.
be I can see him doing that. Malik said also waiting for Fear Street Part 3, which I think that's gonna be my favorite out of all three because of 666, and then it's actually going back to the beginning, which I'm super excited about. I'm still haven't
Mhm.
watched Part 2. But the French movie How I Became a Superhero on Netflix is a nice watch. Thank you for the recommendation, Malik. We will
Oh,
put that on
yeah,
our list.
that's a good one.
Thank you.
Um, did you want to see the clip? It's ready.
Oh yes, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so don't start playing by yourself. Um, okay, okay, stop. Okay, it's wanting to play by itself without waiting on y'all. Um, stop. this, this thing is just playing on its own. Sorry. No, where'd it go? Okay, and I got the listen in my house. I got the dog running around doing some everything. The kids is fighting. So if you hear all this stuff in the background, I am. You know what? Apologize because, whew, Lord. Anyway, um, I know it's easiest with two monitors. Okay. All right. Bear with me, y'all. Here, set this up. Stop a minute. Okay. Trying to scoot this one over. Okay. There we go. All right. Sunshine Green. I got it. Okay. So I'm sharing it. If you can bring it in.
Mhm.
It's the other one with me. There we go. So this was for respect. It's a roundtable interview, so I only got to ask one question, but I ended up slipping in two. I don't think people who were with me were too happy about it, but okay, whatever. It's not something you're supposed to do, but I did it anyway because I was like wanting to do it. Eager to get this answer, but here we go. My question is another preparation question as well. For Marlon, you come from comedy mainly, primarily, and you're so great at it. I wondered what mental preparation did you have to go through to kind of get into this very, very serious, very complex role? And for Jennifer, you had to not only do Aretha, as in acting, you had to do her in singing as well. So what kind of preparation did you have to go through to kind of prepare for that, getting her right, getting it right with her voice in the songs as well. So
I have ADD and really bad short-term memory. So when you ask me the question after me, I done forgot what you asked me.
oh, it's about the comedy. It's you're so good in comedy when it
Okay,
gets
now
real
it's
about
real
it.
now. Okay,
Yeah, so
okay, thank you.
yeah. I told you he was cutting up.
Is that I think for me as a comedian, right, I don't really deal with my emotions because when the craziest thing in my life happens, no matter how tragic it may be, the first thought that comes to my mind is, all right, what's funny about this? And that's what I start to really explore. And then the pain of it, I take and open up this little safe in my heart and I throw it in there and I slam it shut. And I don't want to deal with those things. And that's what I do with comedy every week. No matter what happened, my mama died. I had to go tell jokes, and pain I had to put in, throw it away. Tell the jokes, make me feel better, because that's my life. Finding a smile and putting smiles on other people's faces. You do a movie like this, and in this kind of role, there's no jokes. You gotta go open up that safe that you slammed all your emotions in, and you have to deal with those. And that's what. And then there'd be times when we was on set, we was doing a scene, and Lisa would call cut, and I'm still crying. Like a half hour later, she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I haven't cried in years." And then, like seriously, like I was going through a lot. So much happened during the making of this film that it was only God placing this in front of me for me to pull from with silence and nowhere to go to tell jokes. I think that's what you see on the screen.
You better say. I like
Everybody was speechless.
Like,
Really good answer. You had to embody her in song as well. And so what was that preparation like, in trying to, get Aretha and in singing her as well, singing her song.
Definitely, all of it. To be a Aretha is a challenge. I still face it. Like I still get up and do my homework, research, and all of that. Mostly because I'm a fan. I've always been a fan before and after and doing. But with a newfound respect for Miss Franklin after this experience, piano, learning piano, which I started. That was the very first thing I started, which I still do. This one has even helped.
We didn't know that. Nobody knew that.
And then as far as man, she has so many layers to her. So it's like, where do you go first? Even answering this question. So like, as far as her as an actor or portraying that, what's her mannerisms? Like thinking, I'm a very outspoken person. I'm from a whole nother era than Miss Franklin. But going back into that time where she came from, what was it like? When I called Patti LaBelle, like, tell me, what was it like being a woman during that time, being an artist during that time? How outspoken were women in a time like that in comparison to how it is for myself? So being able to translate emotion without words or not being allowed to take up space in the room. That was a process that something that I work with the acting coach, Leland, and he would say, how does Aretha take up space? How does she exist in a room? How does she lead in a room? Whereas versus how do I lead in a room? I asked him that the other day. I'm like, yeah, how do I take up space? So finding a way to actually like
You're a little greedy on that one.
Condense that part and to know like our voices lend to similar things, but our instruments differently. So learning how to approach the song, using her nuances, how she would shape her mouth. Aretha sang from the top of her head. I said, well, Tom, where do I sing from? He like, well, Jennifer, you sing from your feet. Okay. What does that mean? Learning the difference and then seeing where our voices was, because it's a vocal art. I started in the film, it's her about 17, 18. I'm 39. So it's like, okay, how can I channel that voice and then take it on a journey? So, and then kind of split the difference from what we know Jennifer Hudson that I do or how I sing today. So it was tricky, and that's something I still sit with, like, okay, how was I supposed to approach this? Because it can be confusing, Yeah.
I think the two of y'all collided beautifully.
Thank you.
To watch Jennifer work every day,
At this.
exciting to go to work because, first of all, the woman was singing Aretha live. She wasn't recording. No. Every take, and her voice was not like, if I did it one time, my voice would be gone. 28 takes later, and they just keep getting better, and I'm just like, yo, we couldn't. None of us. There was times we was on set, she's singing songs, and me and Forrest would leave our character, and we felt like we was in church. Like, you better sing. She's just an amazing job. She did amazing.
Thank you. It was.
Yeah.
Sorry about the echo. That's my speaker system.
That was heartwarming.
Do
Like
you
I'm
like it?
excited. I did. I mean, when you called me and we talked about it on the phone, I was like, I even told you, I said, as I said at the beginning of this episode, you pulled things out of people. Just watching that right there, you pulled that out of him. You pulled that out of her. That shows for your character. That shows for your passion for what you do. So it's once again inspiring.
Thank
Um,
you.
That's why we about to have a heart moment. That's why I love you, and that's why you're my mentor. Like,
Oh my goodness.
seriously, like,
Stop.
no, we talk and we communicate. But when I see you, a black film critic, a woman working as hard as you do, doing the things that you do, and still have time to teach, educate, produce content, still take care of your family, still do all the things that you do, you are top tier. Like,
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to go there, but I mean,
Stop. Oh my god, you're just
I,
like
I don't mean to go there, but I mean, I'm gonna go there just because you're my castmate, you're my friend, and you're my family member. And just watching that interview, the proof is in the pudding.
Thank
So.
you. Thank you. I just whenever I mean, when I saw the movie, it was amazing. I've even requested interviews with the directors, writer, anybody I can get my hands on, because I got to know how they put her story together, like the way they did.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought about what I'm going to ask these two. I don't know how long, because I know these Africa roundtables, we usually only get one pass. You got to make it good,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, there's so much here in this movie. I mean, Marlon plays this man, Ted, one of her husbands, who, and he calls him a villain, but he also acknowledges that this man also brought a lot of good out of her. He helped her find her voice, like that the song "Think,"
Mm-hmm.
better think about what you're trying to do to me.
Mm-hmm.
That was to him, because he was controlling her, but he was also helping her find her voice, putting her out there, breaking her away from her father in the gospel, in the church, so that she can find the type of music she wants to sing.
Mm-hmm.
But he was also, had his own demons and stuff. So I just, talking about those complexities and everything, and I'm like, how am I going to put all of this in one question? So that question I asked, and I know and I chunked it up, and I stuttered with it, because I was like trying to figure out the best way in my head still to compose it while I was even saying it. Because it's like I said, you only get one pass,
right?
And it's hard, But yeah, it turned out better than I thought it would. I mean, like, they were open. We were their first interview, I think, because I know they had a press conference, and then they came and did the press day, and I think we were the first ones they got to just sitting down 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they were just kind of primed and ready. So yeah, it was really great, and I love the answers he gave, and I hope that they inspire somebody. They have to. I mean, it was too good.
It will, because I think for me was that he said that he uses it even with him going through what he went through. He would take the pain, put it in the pocket, put it in his heart, lock it up. Do what he got to do his job and everything like that. And then when it came time for him to use that emotion and that pain, he's able to release, and then fully release those emotions. And probably because he was still crying is because he was still releasing emotions that he's held on to, and he's using that to fuel fuel his character. So that's rich, that's good, like that's
no control,
passion. Like,
no control. And then learning that excuse me, I didn't realize that we didn't know that she didn't know how to play the piano, because she plays the piano throughout the movie. I didn't realize she learned the piano for this movie.
That's dope.
Yeah. And then hearing that she learned how how she learned a lot about. She said, and she said later on in the round table, she also learned a lot about the way she sings, not just that she sings from her feet, which she didn't know. She also says she learned about, arranging music and, beats and, putting, mixing stuff up and making stuff more comfortable to fit her and moving and experimenting. She learned all of that while she was doing this movie too. So this movie was a learning experience. So yeah, getting that stuff out of these actors when they are, you know, when during these junkets, that's what I live for. And I'm so glad that I was able to get something. Now sometimes I'll ask a question and it'll be like, okay, what? And there'll be nothing. But this time it was really great. So
Hey Morgan,
hey
thanks for
Morgan.
coming out.
So I'm gonna put this interview up on the Black Cape media. I'm just, what you guys heard was that little bit of my intro. I'm just gonna slap an intro on it and next and an outro, and then I'm gonna put it up on YouTube so you guys can see it and hopefully it inspires somebody.
Yes. Hopefully you'll see my interview on the Black Cape Media
Yes,
sometime
that
this
should be,
weekend.
yeah, that should be up this weekend. So
I mean,
if not a little earlier.
that was, whew, that was fun. Just make sure you edit out that first 3 seconds because I was literally still at work, but they were so fun. That was amazing. I can't wait to share that, and I can't wait to talk
Hmm.
about that movie later in a week or two. I'm not gonna really fully talk about it until the movie comes out, but feel good Christmas movie. That's what I will say was some drama.
Awesome, awesome,
So
awesome.
you ready for the main meat and potatoes?
Yep, I'm gonna let you just have it because I know you got a lot to say.
I don't have a lot to say. Honestly, all I gotta say is y'all know. That's why. Nah, I when that elevator door opened, and mind you, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning in my household with my coffee. I said, "You got to be kidding me!" And I was like hollering, I was screaming, I was excited. Um, yes, spoiler alert, we see Jonathan Majors sitting in that elevator and
Just eating.
I mean, just eat the whole camera up, just eating, got his apple. I mean, like I said, I looked at, I said, wait, I honestly was speechless because I did set myself up because we have been speculating and talking, and
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I was rooting for Kane to be, in it. But I said that day, I said, the day before it came out, I said, maybe he's just gonna come at the last 10 minutes, and it is what it is. It's just gonna be about Loki and Sylvie and
Mm-hmm.
Ramona about fixing their conflicts and the TVA. Let me lower my expectations. Let me not get excited because Jonathan Majors plays Tick on Lovecraft Country. He was one of my half not half favorite characters on that show. But I was super excited when he was cast in the Marvel Universe and then cast as Kang the Conqueror. So I was excited to see him come to the universe. So
Mm-hmm.
I did set my expectations low, but the
Mm-hmm.
episode opened up and they get there, Loki and Sylvie, and I'm just like, okay. And then you see this damn clock. And I said, Miss Minutes, what do you want? Leave them alone. Like, no. But I was like, no, leave them alone. You think I'm evil? Wait until you meet my van. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That made my cheeks hurt because I'm laughing and giggling and smiling too much. But okay, Malik, like I was gonna save it when we got deeper into him. But you think I'm evil? Wait till you meet my variants. Like that tells me that that person, he who remains, is not even thinking about being evil. Like he's
Well, he
seen it.
told you he ain't. He's
He,
like,
he's
oh,
like,
I'm
I'm
just.
just I'm
I'm the
just
nice guy.
chilling. I'm just here sitting on my throne. I'm just gonna let you know what I know. Either you do what you want with the information. If you don't, you don't. I'm just gonna sit here and look pretty, and eat my apple. What's up? And that's what he did. Like that's what he did. But you think I'm evil? Which child? Like I'm so excited. Like I was so happy just only because, like I said, I set my expectations low going into the series and going into this episode. And like I said, seeing Miss Minutes, I'm like, I was seeing people speculate not to trust Miss Minutes and everything like that. I was like, but you don't trust a robot. Look at Ultron. I'm just saying, you don't trust any artificial intelligence. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Vision. No shade. Look at how he has become now. Don't trust any auto. If don't trust it, do not. But when Miss Minutes last week was talking about that she couldn't find the little jet and everything, I felt like she was flaking anyway. Um,
Yeah, she was
I,
stalling her. She
yeah,
was.
she been stalling. She been stalling the whole season. If you go back and watch the whole series, I guarantee we'll see more of her stalling.
Mm-hmm.
Loki, Ramona, everybody. She's a key player. She knows who the real Kane the Conqueror is. I guarantee it because she wasn't going to
So you
him.
think Kang is is hidden amongst everybody?
I do. You remember how I was like, you know how I said I think how I thought the timekeepers was gonna be way up and then they were just gonna be looking over everything, or
Mm-hmm.
I think unless he really was playing with them after, because he told a little story and everything about all the kings and everything, the little first multiversal war and all that. Unless he really is a manipulator and that's really him,
I think that is really him, and he is
he just
manipulating.
very manipulative, and and that even takes that takes the actor and the character development even more to the top as well. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I have been saying it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks that I wanted to see Jonathan Majors. Yes, Jonathan Majors pissed me off as tick when he made selfish decisions, but he did what he needed to do at the end of season 1 of Lovecraft Country. But when it to know, like I said, like to know that he was coming and then he had some shoes to fill with this character after researching and everything, and then pulling up facts and everything. Homeboy did what he needed to do this whole time he was in that scene.
Listen, he played with this scene. He played with this role. He played.
When he
He
got up on
was
the desk,
playing. He
when
was
he got up
playing.
on the desk,
Before the desk, though, he was just like playing with this role. He was just like, it's just like it feels like he just kind of slipped on in there and felt
yeah,
it comfortable. And he was just, it felt like he was at home with it. It
it
was
felt like
not.
he had just been there forever.
It was just like, because the way he was like teasing, and he was like, and then that moment when he got to where, okay, I lied, and it still felt like it didn't feel like it was just, you know,
Forced.
Tick playing,
Two
a guy.
totally different people.
It
Two totally
it didn't
different
feel
people.
like Pepper from Jungle Land playing, because he played in Jungle Land. He played Pepper, this gangster, but this dude was like he was like the
You talking about
embodiment of the
Jungle
word
Land? That's
fly, huh?
what's Jungle Land?
It's an independent movie that I reviewed. It's on Black Hate Media.
Okay.
The review. But I reviewed it. I watched it at a film festival last year,
Okay.
and Jonathan Majors plays Pepper, this gangster who is like the epitome of the word fly. Like if the word fly was like a dude, it would be him, because he is the grimiest dude, but he is like the best dressed and has the best everything, and he is like working with these boxers. He's working with these boxers and trying to be like, I'm helping y'all out, but y'all ain't about to mess over my money and everything. So, but even in that role, he was good. He I don't know. He's able to get into anything and be that person, not the person he was before. It's like, that's why I said he wasn't Pepper, the gangster. He wasn't Tick, the son trying to find his father. he was Kang. He was nobody. It was nobody else you could say he was in this. You know.
I do think he was playing with him, like Don said. I think I'm sorry, like you said, he clearly said that they killed them all. Like all, he was the only one that escaped. Like,
But he said if you kill him, then you letting them all. You got to deal with all the rest of them. Now, when she killed him, you see that statue at
right,
the
but it was
end.
only one.
It was only one, but it was in wherever Loki ended up. Because remember,
But
they
that
didn't
was
know
the
who
TVA.
it was at. It was in the TVA, yes, but the TVA where Loki was, where nobody knew who the hell Loki was.
That's because I feel like everybody. I feel like data. I feel like it was like a new blip. Everybody memories got wiped.
I don't think it was a new blip. I was thinking it was a new world,
Another Earth.
another Earth. That's what I thought. It was another Earth. I thought he got shipped off to somehow knocked into another Earth. Like they destroyed the Earth they were on. They got knocked to another one. And in this one, Kang is ruling everything. He's not just behind. He's not just the wizard. And the wizard pulling the strings. And I love the Wizard of Oz thing he did in the beginning when he first saw them. That had me laughing. But yeah, yeah, I think that he is like out there and he's gonna be his old evil self now.
Yeah.
Just looking at that statue.
Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm so because I was watching. I actually was it Monday night? Yeah, Monday night. I was watching the which one isn't Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes, and I watched the 3 or 4 episodes that has Kang the Conqueror in it, where he comes back in time and he wants to kill Steve, he wants to kill Captain America or whatever, but blah blah blah. But I was just watching it, just thinking like, no shade, Kang is powerful. Like Kang puts up a whole force field and they can't even touch him, and like Kang will shoot out beams and they will go woo woo woo. Like that's what I'm ready to see Mr. Majors do. Like I'm ready to see Mr. Majors in combat mode, like superpower mode. Like how you gonna be handling these superpowers, man? But I'm gonna try to not pause on Kane real quick. Loki, Sylvie, did not like the kiss. I don't care. I did not like it. I didn't think it was necessary. I get it, but I don't think it was necessary at that time because look what she turned around and did. Look what she turned. I said I sit up here and give you I give you an opportunity. You say you want to be nice. You say you want to change. And you say you want to be here for Loki and who I am standing for, Loki, this Loki, and then you turn around and do some madness like that. Yeah, I'm talking a little ratchet right now because I got a little upset. Golly, Sylvia, I gave you an opportunity, and here you go. You want to just do what you want, like do what you want. You wouldn't even listen to the man. The man told you, like, oh, I felt so bad for Loki because he doesn't set up here and what pisses me off is because I don't think Loki is going to be affected by it, especially being in if this is a new world where this whole new TVA is and they don't know who he is. I don't think he's going to be affected by it. He might try to save her or whatever, but I hope he doesn't because I want her to learn her lesson. I hope that she probably deleted herself. But I will say the whole conversation between them and Loki telling her like you don't really have to do this, like we can do this together, we don't have to fall into what he's saying, this pit of evil. We can conquer this, we can move past this, we can just, leave all this behind us. Because at the end of the day, they gave him that remains what he wanted. I'm trying not to call him Kang, but they gave the man what he wanted. He wanted them to kill him. He wanted the other ones to be free because at the end of the day, that probably could have been his plan this whole time. Why would one person put him? Who could have put him there, or how did he get there for him to be there by himself? And then that situation. I've always thought about that. He was playing with it. Do you think Loki thrown
yes,
yes, we do.
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm
I just
thinking.
brought that up.
I
We
think
do.
they destroyed that one, and when they destroyed that one, all the rest of the Kangs came, and all on all their other universes, and they're all wreaking all kinds of havoc. So,
Can't
um,
wait until they introduce Doctor Doom,
I
Mephisto,
think this
and
is the
World of
beginning of
Marvel.
it.
I think this is too.
I
Well,
think this is the beginning of it.
I always thought Marvel Zombies was coming regardless because in Spider Man, what's the Spider Man movie that's coming out now?
Coming home or homecoming or something like that.
Far From Home. So in
Yeah.
Homecoming, when not Mephisto, when Mysterio, what is his name? Mysterio, when
Mm-hmm.
he had cast that conjured that little whatever reality, and Iron Man came up as a zombie. I
Mm-hmm.
thought then there was an Easter egg that Marvel Zombies was coming. We do have an episode of Marvel Zombies that will be in the What If series,
Yep.
but I can see us. To be honest, I can see us seeing Marvel Zombies in Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of
So
Madness, huh?
yeah, I definitely could see that happening. What?
Huh.
Because I mean, if it's gonna be if Doctor Strange's movie is gonna be Scarlet Witch and now Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, maybe and then Loki and then America Chavez and then Wong. How many different universes are there? How many different multiverses or Earths are they gonna go to? Will they pop to an Earth where it's just Marvel zombies? Because then I mean Elizabeth Olsen did say that this movie would touch on a lot of horror elements.
Hmm.
That also gives me the fact that maybe Nightmare is the main villain. Um,
There's a villain named Nightmare.
yeah,
Huh. I didn't know that.
they were saying Nightmare and Mephisto in WandaVision.
I didn't know that.
So, but I like the episode was good. Um, it gave me everything that I
You
needed.
okay?
Yeah, because I told what did I say? I said if he didn't show up or what, if he didn't show up, if they didn't give me anything, what was I going to do? I was going to cry. I don't have to cry. I can smile. I can be happy. I am excited for the future of the MCU. And yes, I can like Marvel and DC and be mad at DC still. So don't come for me.
Yeah, that's what I say too. So.
Like, so you see, I wore my Avengers coat. I got this for my birthday. This is the first time I actually wore it. I got my Avengers coat on because I knew we was gonna talk about Black Widow and I knew we was going hard on Loki tonight. But no, like it was a solid season finale. And then the fact that
Mm-hmm.
we are getting a season 2, I do have a little issue with that.
You do.
I do.
What's your issue with that?
Because why WandaVision can't get a season 2?
Oh my god! I don't know. I don't know. I just thought about that. They did not say that WandaVision has a season 2. Oh my
That
god!
was the only thing that I was like.
How did I miss that?
I was like, okay, cute and fine and dandy because I'm here for Loki and whatever, but not y'all not gonna give my girl no season 2, that makes me feel like she's gonna be a prominent character in the movies, unless they do some very detrimental shit in Multiverse of Madness and kill her off, and I'm gonna be pissed.
They can't kill her off, can they?
Nah, they can't kill her off. They can call her a pretender, but they cannot kill her off. And the rumor I heard correct, Phase 4 will introduce a darker side of Marvel with Blade, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, the Midnight Suns, and later Marvel Zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a leak, and we're here.
I think you are. I think you're right because they've even got a new Ghost Rider comic coming out.
Oh, really?
Yes, I just saw it. Don showed it to me. I'll have to send you a picture and you can post it for everybody. We can post it on the Multiversity account. But yeah, Indigenous. He's Native. The new Ghost Rider, I think, is going to be Native American.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
That's like, to me, that's like getting more authentic, right?
Yeah.
Because Ghost Rider is all about the ancestors and spirits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have a white dude, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm here for it.
So yeah, why don't we go with somebody that actually is connected to their ancestors and actually are connected to the spirits more, a culture that's more connected. Yes, let's get somebody indigenous, and they did. So
I'm excited to see how they're gonna introduce Blade because I love Wesley Snipes as Blade. I watched them all. I watch them again. But to see Blade actually in the MCU, are you gonna give me this? Are you gonna give me a little mini phase of just horror from the MCU? Like, child, I would live.
I
Like,
think
I'm a horror
so.
fanatic. Like, so if you're gonna give me like little scary moments, a little jump scare, a little blood, a little gore, a little I'm here for it. So I'm excited to see what they do with Blade, Moon Knight. I don't know too much about the character. I've been researching about him, so I'm excited to see how they do that as well. Ghost Rider, been a fan, but the fact that if he's gonna be indigenous and he's gonna go back, they're gonna incorporate that into the roots of you, like you said, with the spirits and that. Here for it. The Midnight Suns, here for that. Marvel Zombies, been here for that. Like been ever since I saw in that Spider-Man movie and Iron Man came up out the grave and he was a zombie, I knew then we were getting Marvel zombies. Like
Hmm.
I don't know how, I don't know when. I can't wait to see how the episode of What If happens. I'm super excited about What If because I love What If because I think what I like about What If is that it gives us more content
Hmm.
to hold while we're wait on the next series because I don't know. We don't know when Hawkeye drop. We don't know when Miss Marvel drops. Internals and Shang Chi don't come out until the third quarter of the year or the fourth quarter of the year. So I think what if
Shang Chi's
will
coming out next month.
wait. What?
Shang Chi comes out in next month.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Comes out next month.
I literally thought it came out in November. So Eternals come out in
No,
November.
no. The premiere it premieres in August.
Oh, I'm going to the movies to see that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my first IMAX movie. I didn't realize that. I don't know why I thought this
Hmm.
movie came out like in the fall, winter time. I mean, Shang Chi looks good. Like, I'm sorry, like it looks. You know what I think? I think what I'm
I'm waiting to see
excited about this.
Abomination.
But we was talking about this last night after after we had cut off live. We was talking about how what if the multiverse, like because it's Abominable versus Wong. I think in that trailer. How does that happen? You know, so like, is this as an effect from the multiverse like war, or are we in the prequel stages? Like, I think that's what I'm just excited because with Shang Chi, it's something refreshing, it's a new character. We don't have to. I mean, for years we saw the same repeat, 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 which was fine, but they built. That's what built the Marvel universe. Now we have an actual opportunity to see other characters be the forefront.
Expanding it.
It, and I love it. What Don say?
Oh,
It is
the
she? And she is called Demon Rider. Oh,
yeah.
that's cute. But yeah, I give Loki season finale a I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Really?
I do. Why you say that?
I thought you would go. I thought that you would give it a full five.
Well, I did out of 10.
I thought you would give it a full 10.
I didn't like the kiss.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of masturbatory.
I didn't like the kiss. I don't like the relationship. I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's kind of like, yeah,
I don't
you
like
love
it.
yourself. We know it.
The Midnight Suns will introduce Punisher, Morbius, and Morbius movie is just around the corner. And some say Marvel won't either restart or continue Punisher. You know what I wish they would do is everybody that played a character on the Netflix on Netflix Marvel TV series, just bring them back. I thought that Luke Cage was perfect. I know a lot. I thought that Jessica Jones. I thought she did good. I didn't watch Iron Fist, but I know a couple people that did enjoy him. So why not? I don't know. Not it was a 6 out of 10. Don, you know what? You just like being mean to us, and that's fine. We love you too.
Somebody just like to be contrary. Some people just like to be contrary. That's all. That's
God
all.
dang.
That's all.
All I got to say, I said what I said. King Kane.
I just love the way that he came in, just slipped in real nice and real smooth, and was like this role was made for him, and I'm like, yes, it was.
And it wasn't no 15, 20 minute. It wasn't no 15, 10 minute type thing. It was like 35 minutes.
Oh my
It
goodness, it
was
was most of the episode, so
it
I
was
just really,
from the it was like they were 15 minutes in after Miss Minutes, the elevator opened, boom, he was there until the end of the episode. And I said, oh my God, like y'all really just introduced him. Like I
hmm
was literally shook, happy,
yeah.
like no tears, no tears left to cry. Nah, but I enjoyed it. Shout outs to Jonathan Majors. You rock. Like you gave me everything that I needed. Um, I can't wait. Like I and the fact that I now possibly gotta wait until Ant-Man just probably to see him again pisses me off. But you remember when I was like, why cast him if you ain't gonna do nothing with him? And they did something with him.
I know they did a lot of something with him. I mean, like, because we show was like down. I mean, we were over all over him. Even on my HCA Hollywood Critics Association show, the Long Box, we were all
Right.
we were
Like
we were dogging them. Like if they just give them just 2 minutes or like a 2 second, just see them and all, yeah. Mm-mm. I want to share something before we go too.
okay.
I found out that Renslayer is Kang's wife.
I remember I brought that up.
No, you didn't. You didn't say
Yes,
he was. You said it was. You didn't say that. You said they was together. You didn't say they was married.
I brought that up. You remember when I had put the picture up and I was like,
I don't
she
know how I
asked
missed
for
that.
his, when, hold on, because I'm about to pull up my picture since we even talking about it. When I was like, when I
Well,
talked
the
about
fact that
this,
yeah, the fact that she was covering up for him, though, it makes more sense. It makes sense how she's like
but
covering up for her man.
what if, because they went back and they went to Renslayer's time and when she was a principal or a teacher or whatever she was,
Mm-hmm.
what if that's the real one and she's not has no ties, no nothing, but the one that's there is the one that's truly with him.
Oh yeah, that's what I believe. The one that's there is
Yeah,
with him. The
yeah,
real one, the variant, is with him. The
yeah,
real one is not.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
truly
here
believe.
for when I say I'm here for all that drama, that's drama. I'm here for all that mess. That's mess. Thanks for tuning in. That's fast. I'm here for all of that. Like I think I am about to cry because I already miss him. Like he was just sitting there like, "What's
Just
up?"
so smooth about it, though. That's what I can't get over. He was just so smooth about it. Just so
About
smooth
time
about
y'all
it.
done got here.
Yeah. Like it been waiting.
I will say, the designs or the CGI or whoever did the animation and the editing, perfection. The outside of his castle or with the castle that was there,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful when the multiverse actually started splitting. That was
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Like y'all did what you needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Law, I keep quoting you, but y'all did what needed to be done. Like God, good
They did.
episode. I'm sorry, it
They
was a
did.
good episode. But like I said, I give it a what did I say? 8 or 7?
You said 7. No, you said 8.
Okay. Oh,
You
okay.
said 8.
I give it an 8 out of 10, just because, like I said, I'm not here for the relationship. I'm not. I'm here for a solo relationship of them helping each other get through whatever trials and tribulations they have to get through. But far as them being lovers, I'm not here for it. Sorry. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's just I don't like it because I feel like if that was the case, what if they would have kissed and she disappeared because he actually self loved, like he loved himself finally, like what if she did disappear because he finally learned that he has to love himself before he can love anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I
I
thought
know.
was leading up to, but I enjoyed it. I'm glad they're getting a
Wasted.
season 2.
It was
So yeah.
wasted. A wasted opportunity.
But I think that's just gonna build more for Sylvie. Maybe we might see Sylvie in season two as what we wanted to see her. You know how we said we wanted to see her with, the big coat, the long horns, because they never told us why her other horn was cut off, or I never saw how it was cut off or whatever. But maybe we might get to see her as this big long hair and fierce.
Give me 2 seconds. You keep that up. I'll be right back.
Oh, but yeah, it was great. It was a great episode. I enjoyed it. Um, what can I say? I can play y'all this real quick. Um, you can't leave me by myself. No, but if y'all watched WandaVision, yes, it was really good. I'm talking about WandaVision. If y'all watched Loki, let us know what you thought about the season finale. Send us your questions. Send us anything that you want us to discuss. Go on post Loki. I already
Man, I
know
got
that.
kids problems. I mean, this is like
All right,
live
look.
from my house, okay? This is
All
not
right, no.
studio sessions
Look,
here.
we at that time limit, so we can go on closing
Keeping it
remarks.
real. We got to play. Well, I wanted to show that trailer.
We can. That's what I said. That's what you go ahead.
Yeah.
Closing
So,
remarks.
okay. Let's see. Closing remarks. Showing the trailer.
Hold on, because I'm about to read what he said. Doctor Doom is more dangerous than Thanos, in my opinion. Not to mention Mephisto and Dormammu, who has insatiable appetite for destruction and more far manipulative. I would love to see Doctor Doom. I would love to see God. What is his name? Um, Shoot, the guy that plays Hannibal. The new Hannibal. I would.
Oh, Mickelson.
Yes, Matt Mickelson.
Mads. Uh-huh.
I'm Matt Mickelson. I would love to see him be Doctor Doom. Like, love. I love Doctor Doom. I
Mm-hmm.
started loving Doctor Doom in Battle World in the comics because he was a mess. But yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed that. But no, closing remarks. Yeah, it's been a great week. Check out Fear Street Part One, Part Two. White Elephant is a Christmas movie that's coming out on July 19th. Make sure you stream it, find it, watch it. I did an interview with the cast and the writer. It was really, really good. It'll be on the Black Cape Media. Look out for Joe's interview with Marlon Wayans and Jennifer Hudson for the Aretha
Mm-hmm.
Franklin biopic that is coming out. Be on the lookout for that. That's going to be on the Black Cape YouTube
Yeah.
channel as well.
And
Go.
also, I got an interview with Dominique Dawes for the
Ooh,
TV show Golden, the journey of the elite gymnast. Golden is out on Peacock right now. That the interview with Dominique will be out tomorrow.
nice. Yeah, I think he will be too, Dom, just because Fantastic Four is supposedly the last movie that they're introducing in this phase. What else? Last night's episode of not the Mets. Last night's episode of Multiverse's weekly episode. We talked about our animated Christmas movies, so go check that out. Make sure that you are liking, subscribing to both channels, Multiversity and the Black Cape Media.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you are going back in your spare time and watching videos, like and comment. Talk to us. Let us know how you feel about these videos. Let us know at the mess if there's something that you want us to cover and talk about. What else? Two Lovecraft and Back is making its return in the next weekend or two. We have uploaded episodes 3 through 6 on our YouTube channel because we are going into a new phase and we're going to sum up the rest of season 1 with double feature. Double feature will feature us talking about episodes 7 and 8, and then the next time 9 and 10, which is the finale. So we're gonna be on the lookout on for that. If you want to jump ahead of us and be on the wrong page, The Color of Space, we will be reviewing and also talking about that movie because that is one of the Lovecraft stories that did become a live action movie that actually was a good movie from what I've been seeing. So,
Mm-hmm.
Two Lovecraft and Back is on YouTube. Follow us at LCB Pod. That is me and my bro Aaron, who is also a key to the Multiverse. So yeah, Catch up. If you haven't watched Lovecraft Country on HBO Max, make sure that you catch up and follow along with us. All we do is chit chat and talk about how we feel, what we pull from the show. It's nothing too hard, nothing too critical. We just talk, chit chat. Aaron is a mess. Because one time he had me hollering because he made a reference to Eyes Wide Shut, and I've never seen Eyes Wide Shut, so like I was just laughing because I
It's
ain't never
trippy.
seen. Yeah, he said it was a part of surveillance that happened in Lovecraft Country, and it said he made him think about Eyes Wide Shut. So yes,
Oh, yeah, I think I know what he's talking about.
it was the part when they was watching them. I think
Mm-hmm,
it was like
mm-hmm,
episode 3 or 4,
mm-hmm,
and they was watching them.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, you'll hear me kiki laughing about that. But yes, we got a lot of content across the board between three YouTube channels. We a family. Support
Mm-hmm.
us. Like, subscribe, tweet us.
Mm-hmm.
You got your trailer ready?
Um, yeah, I put okay. I put up the
I'm gonna know
link.
because that's my closing remarks. Me closing remarks is trying to get you ready.
I didn't know that's what you was doing. Okay.
You said closing remarks. So
Now, I didn't know you said closing remarks.
oh, well, if we want to go there, we
Uh,
can talk about Kane the Conqueror.
no, it's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so I
Sorry,
want y'all.
skipping
I
more.
wanted to. We want to turn to real quick. Just hang on, just a minute. Let me get my little script out. We're gonna turn to TV One. Now, TV One is a channel that a lot of people sleep on. I know I myself, I don't go there as much as I should, but they have some good stuff, y'all. That they do. So, TV One has this new series on. It debuted tonight. It's gonna come on Thursday nights. You can catch some reruns. Probably during any time. Just check their guide, but y'all need to check out this show that I'm about to show y'all a clip for. It's called Sins of the City. And this one is analyzing the death of a renowned New Orleans gospel singer. It looks intriguing. I'm gonna show you this clip, and then y'all can we can see for yourself. Why does it keep on throwing this thing up at me? StreamYard just does not like me. I don't think it does. So yeah, just throw that up there. Okay. Anytime you ready, fill me in. I'll start.
I just got it.
Fathomed that someone was trying to kill him.
You're talking about a sniper who used a high caliber rifle to pick people off. He was also the first black victim, so there was a lot of fear in the community.
Rob people, kill people, carjack people.
There's always somebody looking who wants what you have.
They watched with bated breath if the officer was going to take his knee off of Floyd's neck.
Sins of the City premieres May 13th on TV One.
Listen, that's just a little bitty clip, y'all. It looks good. It looks good. Like
You see
there's
how
some
like
stuff.
you see how I got like
Yeah,
come on,
like there's some
bro.
stuff. They got a clip. I mean, if you wanted me to show one of the clips, I can show you one of the clips because they got a clip that goes in a little bit deeper if y'all want to see it. So you want me to show one of the little clips?
Yes, show one clip. Hold on real quick. Go moment, but sure. If Lovecraft Country series brings forth Cthulhu, then the series will end. You funny. Ain't we getting no season 2 unless Apple greenlit it. I really hope Apple does give her an opportunity to. I mean, I don't know how that would work because I know she's in the talks. Misha is in the talks with that. And then her schedule is about to be bombed because she's doing Tomb Raider 2 as well. So like I don't know, like Lovecraft Country blessed me, and not just for educational purposes, but as somebody who likes horror, somebody who likes supernatural stuff, like seeing these people of color and diverse characters be the prominent in a series, it really just as somebody who wants to write and do photography and film,
Mm-hmm.
it truly inspired me to continue to do what I'm trying to do for myself. So and Cthulhu would have been, oh, God, like, ugh, that would have been a mess.
Yeah, it would have been. Um, Okay, so here's a little bit longer clip from the TV1 series, Sins of a City. Thursday nights, y'all need to be watching this. You need to be watching this. Okay. Look, he even start off good. Look.
Motorist comes across a body lying near a curb on the fringe of the French Quarter.
So at that time, they called 911. The first person on the scene was an officer who was working a paid detail in the
It's
area.
like First 48 feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the victim on the ground. At that point, he could already see that the injuries that he had suffered, that he wasn't going to make it. He was suffering from gunshot wounds to the chest and to both of his legs.
Investigators working the scene immediately recognized the victim as beloved New Orleans gospel legend Raymond Myers.
Jerry Curl.
Miles was important to New Orleans because he changed lives through music.
And shots rang out like that. People are going to look. There's going to be witnesses. There was a witness in the area. He heard the shots, at which time he got up and started walking in that direction, and he heard maybe two more shots. At that time, he saw a black vehicle fleeing the scene, and he also saw a white navigator fleeing the scene.
Another witness sheds more light on the crime.
They saw two guys in a black vehicle run up to my father's vehicle and shoot a couple times. And they saw someone running around getting in a truck. Mind you, it had to be more than one person to get him out of that truck because he was such a large man.
The first thing that detective would think that most likely was some type of robbery, maybe going wrong, or most likely a carjacking.
Mr. Miles was known to wear a number of pieces of gold, expensive jewelry. However, when he was found, he did not have any jewelry on his body.
It kind of makes you want to keep on watching, don't it?
Yeah, it gives me first. I mean, it gives me First 48. Sometimes, if my anxiety not too high, I watch First 48. I used to watch it, but
Yeah,
yeah.
TV1, yeah, y'all check it out. We be sleeping on that channel, but they have some nice stuff on there. And these are some stories that they ain't telling on the other channel, so go for it. But yeah, check everything out on the Black Cape, and then catch me Tuesday mornings at 11 Eastern time on the Hollywood Critics Association channel for my show that I co-host with Tessa Smith, called the HCA Long Box. Next week, we are going to have Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor on there. We're going to be talking about Harley. We're going to be talking about Batwing. We're going to be talking about Red Sonja and everything else. All of these are on all the characters that they've created between the two of them. So don't miss that. We're also going to have our Loki discussion, which gets all out of, it goes all over everywhere because Tessa is like a Marvel stan. And I think Jimmy and Amanda may get in on that discussion. I mean, a little bit. So tune in.
It's gonna be epic.
Yep.
Y'all been doing good too with your shows. So we
Oh my
good.
goodness. Yeah.
Please get you some rest.
Oh, definitely will.
Thank you so much for tuning out into the mess tonight.
Listen.
What?
No, I was gonna say, if I caught COVID trying to watch Space Jam for y'all, there's a lot of kids in that theater, Mike.
You don't got it. You don't.
I just feel, yeah.
Feel better. Love y'all. Thank you guys for coming out. We out of here.